You too. I meet you all. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to meet you all and hear your voices. We all are familiar. No, I think nobody's new here. Maybe not all of you are familiar to each other, but all of you have studied with me before. So, welcome back. It's glad to meet again. Some of you studied general English with me, others studied academic writing. So here we have a mix. And others actually studied both academic writing and general. So as you know, our classes are very interactive. We try to base our activities on interaction, but it's very good if you remember some of the rules that we studied or that we discussed before. Please raise your hand before you speak. It's very good to keep your mic muted throughout the class, so this doesn't make any inconvenience for the other people. Okay, make sure that if you're away from your desk to mute yourself. Sorry. And participate as much as you can. Remember, this is your chance to use the English as much as you can. Okay? So I sent you a file before the class. I would like you to download it. If you didn't notice that, please download it. Some of the participants are silent today. Miss May, feel better soon. Miss Mona also, sometimes she can participate, other times she won't be able to participate. So she's
مستر
not.
عمر علاء كمان.
And you, Mr. Ali, also?
No, I say that Mr. Omar Alaa not exist today.
Yes, Mr. Omar is in Alexandria. He's enjoying his time. Lucky him. So yeah, exactly. He's not going to be with us today, but he's gonna be with us next time. Inshallah. So yes, we're missing Mr. Omar. Okay, let's get down to work. There is a rule that wasn't in class before. Let's talk about it. It has to do with recording the class. Okay. If you have an emergency and you really can't attend the class, please let me know before, and I can send you the recording. However, this doesn't mean that you just skip the class, because as you all know, the benefit of these classes is the interaction and being here in the class, interacting with the teacher and interacting with your partners. So it's very important to be here. So if there is an emergency and something that you cannot handle, please let me know and I will record the session for you. And this shouldn't be frequent, okay? Because if it's frequent, you don't need the course, you don't need the class, okay? That's it. Let's start. So today we're going to talk about mega cities. What do you think mega cities mean? Anyone has an idea? What's a mega city? You can raise your hand, remember? Miss Noha.
Hi, Mr. Adwa, how are you?
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think mega cities refer to large cities like Cairo, Alex, and so on.
Very good. Cairo is a good example of a mega city. Okay. Any other suggestions? Anyone wants to add? Mr. Ali.
I think it means overcrowded cities.
Overpopulated, overcrowded. Yes, that's true. How many people do you think should be in
Millions.
millions? Of course. That's nice. Yes, I think you got it, guys. So here is our definition. As you all said, it's a very large city populated with over than 10 million people living together. So for 2 minutes, I want you to think about what are the pros and cons of living in mega cities. before we go to breakout rooms and discuss the topic together. You can take notes, like write on a piece of paper what you think are the pros, what you think are the cons of living in a mega city like the one that we described. Okay, guys, in breakout rooms, discuss the different ideas that we came up with. Share together, listen to each other, okay? In some groups, you can have some silent people, it's okay. And even if you guys, the silent ones, if you want to participate, it would be great. Try to participate as much as you can.
Are plenty of
Right.
institutions, مثلا like the educational ones, healthcare facilities. Also, the public transportation is available and is extensive, and it just reduce the ability of or reduce just what's required from the person. يعني I don't need to get my own person vehicle or something. يعني the public transportation that there's too much traffic, so it's a lot of traffic congestion, and also you can find more air pollution and noise pollution there.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. Maybe we have the same opinion. Yeah, actually, for the process, yes, I agree with you that the services in the mega cities are better than other cities. You can find a lot of services like hospitals, as you have mentioned, or maybe parks, malls, or schools, and also the opportunities. You can find a lot of jobs, and also for the students, I think the schools are better there. Some schools maybe that you
Yes,
can find
yeah.
international schools in them. And
Yes.
I think that all the attention on the mega cities, maybe all the famous people or the kings or whatever, yeah, whatever, go on these mega cities. They don't go or they don't focus on other cities. And
Yeah.
also, I believe that you can find a more privacy in these mega cities because I think you cannot find a lot of families are living with each other or close to you. I mean that you are in apartment, so you're near. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Like rotary and
Yeah.
hijack.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Any kind of theft, actually. Violence also would be on one of these disadvantages or demerits that we can face here in a mega city or
And also, I
mega
think
town.
the high prices.
Yeah, high prices also,
Yeah,
yes.
everything
And
is
but
expensive.
this would go along with the high standard of living. So you would find this go along together. As people earn much money, they spend more.
Yeah. Miss Ghada. Ghada, can you hear me? Hi. Miss Ghada, I think something is wrong with your
Yeah, I
connection.
think she lost connection or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you finished discussion? I think you wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay.
great.
I'm going back to the room. Okay.
Okay, we'll come back. Do you have everybody's back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. I have lost connection. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Okay, don't
during the
worry.
converse. Okay, sorry, Miss Noah. Thank you, Mr. Rada.
Okay, great, guys. So let's discuss together some of the ideas you came up with. Okay, let me ask Mr. Ali, as you're only man here today, so we don't want you to be outnumbered.
I always believe in ladies first, but it's okay.
Okay, so what are some of the pros and cons of living in a mega city?
Job opportunities. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the pros, of course.
Add more or just that?
Oh, yeah. If you have more, you can
Right.
add.
Yes, right. Job opportunities, variety of products and brands.
Variety of products. Oh,
Yes, and brands.
great shopping.
Mhm. And local facilities or
Local
facilities.
facilities.
Facilities, right. Facilities.
Okay, so
Right.
do you have any cons? Disadvantages?
Yes, I have.
Tell us some.
Okay. Air pollution.
Pollution.
Okay. And the stress.
The stress of the hectic life of the city. That's great. Thank you so
And
much, Mr. Ali. Let's
okay,
hear from Ms. Shahd. Welcome, my dear.
Hello, Ms. Rada. Hi.
Hi, what are you doing? Your voice is clear. Did you
Thank
change
you.
the mic?
Yes, I changed the laptop.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Finally, we can hear your beautiful voice.
Thank you. Actually, I think most of us or all of us, we have the same opinion about megacities. So for the process, I agree with Mr. Ali and Ms. Asma. So the services are better than other cities. And I think I will not repeat the same points. And I think you can find more privacy on them. And for the cons, you can find a lot of traffic and no calm. And as Ms. Asma mentioned, that a lot of everything is expensive, and you can find no, sorry, you will waste a lot of time. Wasting it.
Yes. Miss Asma lives in a mega city, so she knows that it's a waste of time getting around in a city like this. So it's let's say traffic jam, expensive lifestyle. Miss Noham, what would you like to add?
Okay, I think يعني, for the pros, we can find more facilities like Mr. Ali mentioned, the electricity, water, better schools, hospitals, and clubs, and more places to go out and hang out with your friends like malls and so on. Also, it's more modern, and it's gonna be one of the government main concern to take care of and look after these cities. But for the cons, I think the heavy traffic, the high prices, they are going to be so noisy and overpopulated. The high crime rate, like you can find robbery and hijack everywhere, and violence and so on. That's it.
I like the idea of crime.
Yeah, it's
Uh, what happened to
actually.
noisy? Yes.
Yeah.
And what happened to overpopulated? High crime, let's add it in this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome. You're welcome.
High level of crime, or let's say too much crime, something like this. Well, impressive, guys, impressive. Right, we are going to read a text about mega cities, and we will discuss if you have pros and cons. Mr. Ali, want to add something?
Yes, I would like to add to process culture diversity.
Amazing. Where does this come from? Huh? Where does the culture diversity come from? Or as we say, it's a melting pot.
From my place of residence.
Hi, Ms. Rana. What
We
did you
are
say?
the first destination for the immigrants from the nearby countries,
Yeah.
like Sudanese brothers, like Syrians, like everybody is heading to Faisal here in Giza. So I meet them everywhere, and we have a lot of conversations on a daily basis, actually. So that's why we can share ideas, we can share a lot of useful, let's say, useful elements or useful products that we have heard of before. So that's why we mentioned that, yeah, being
Impressive.
inside it.
Great. Yeah, that's nice, guys. Yes, mega cities, one of the most interesting things about them, you meet people from all over the world. It's a multicultural society. It's a melting pot where you can learn about the life of other people around the world. Amazing. So I was saying that we will find the pros and cons of living in such mega cities, but first let's look at some new vocabulary. I want you to think about these words and try to match them with their definitions. Write the answers in the chat box. Don't shout out answers, write them in the chat box. Of course, you can write, you can write, for example, 1A, 2B, 3C. Of course, you're not going to write the words. Please, if you finish, send your answers, or even the ones that you're sure about. You can guess, don't use your dictionary, huh? Sorry for this cough. I'm not sure where did it come from. And the winner is Miss Ghada, the first person to send.
Thank you.
Okay, great. If you don't know one of them, it's okay to send the ones that you're sure about. Send only the ones that you're sure about.
They are so challenging.
Nothing's challenging, they're just new. You were gonna see what is challenging after a while. Good. Anyone is still typing, guys? Anyone needs more time? Oh, Miss Rana came up with all of them. If you're still typing, tell me to wait. If you are still typing, tell me to wait. Good. Okay, thank you. Let's do them together. Check answers. See if... amazing. Amazing, Miss Asma. All right. The winners are Miss Asma and Miss Rana. Good. You're doing great, guys. Thank you, everybody. So let's look at these words. If you look at the picture, what is this? Which of these words is the picture? Anyone can answer. This is a group word.
It's a
Flyover.
flyover.
A flyover.
Flyover.
A flyover.
Yeah.
Very good. What's the synonym for a clutter?
Mess or chaos.
A mess or a chaos. Very good.
Chaos.
What's a synonym of gridlock? A synonym of gridlock. Anyone can answer.
When there are so many cars in a town street that traffic cannot move at all.
Yes, what's a
It's a
synonym
traffic
for
jam.
Yeah.
Like
traffic
traffic
jam?
jam.
Traffic
Oh,
jam.
Yeah.
Or?
There is another.
Or traffic
There is.
congestion.
Bravo, Miss Asma.
Yes, congestor. Yes, congestor. Yes. This
Very
is the
good,
word.
guys. That's good. What's the antonym or the opposite of dystopia?
Utopia.
Utopia. Very good. That's nice. What's the synonym of a steak? Synonym of a
Insignificant.
steak. Steak.
Acid. Acid. Acid.
Steak.
Acid.
Acid? It could be. It could be acid or a share of acid. A share of. A proportion.
I didn't get it.
A share
I
means
didn't get
a
it.
part of a financial entity or a financial organization or something like this, like the shares in the stock market. Okay, for example, we have a company. I have 10% of this company, so this is my stake,
Company.
my share. You get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good. Most welcome. So benchmark. What's this? Can you give me synonyms? Not a definition. The definition is in front of you. But what's a synonym of benchmark? Benchmark.
Food.
Can we say measurable?
You mean a measure? It could be a measure, yes.
Yes.
Or
Scale.
again,
A scale, like scale.
a scale could be.
We can say criteria.
Criterion. Bravo. Bravo.
Mhm.
And the standard, guys, the closest also would be the standard. Standard. Very good. Let's look at the pronunciation of these words. So a word like benchmark. Benchmark. Where is the stress?
Mark. Benchmark.
Like
M.
benchmark or say benchmark? Benchmark. What did we
I
say?
think the first syllable.
The first, because it's a compound noun. In the compound noun, usually the stress comes in the first word. So we say benchmark. Benchmark. So bench is what? Higher, louder. The same will be in flyover. Flyover. So a flyover, where is
Again.
the stress?
In the first. Again, this is a compound noun, so it's in fly.
Exactly. Flyover. 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 Gridlock. Gridlock. What do you think?
It will be the same because it's compound also.
Very good. Very good. Then behemoth. Behemoth. Where do you think the stress fall in? Behemoth.
Middle.
Behemoth.
Middle.
In the middle. The middle.
In the on he. Okay?
Yeah,
He.
he. Yeah.
Behemoth. What's a behemoth?
Massive.
Could be.
Gigantic.
But the word, not in this context, the word itself. Do you know, anyone knows what is the word itself? Where does it come from?
Hummus.
Again?
Behemoth.
I'm joking.
And it's a good joke. Very good. It's a behemoth actually is a monstrous creature coming from the Greeks and so on. But now it's used in
Like
the
behemoth?
what?
Really?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's
behemoth?
a huge, and it's a monster, okay? But the word
Yeah, okay.
now to describe, yeah, it's a huge monster or a huge
Yeah.
creature that was used in the
Okay.
Greek mythology. But now it's used as the meaning of something huge or extremely large. Like when you say, for example, a behemoth building.
Gigantic. It's also
Yeah.
Titanic.
Gigantic. Gigantic, yes, that's a synonym. Bravo. Huge or gigantic. Well done.
Gigantic.
Okay. What about dystopia? Dystopia.
Dystopia. I think in Topia.
Two.
Topia.
Very
In
good.
Topia.
Very good. That's my
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. Thank God. This is so challenging for me, you know.
I'm
I
sorry.
usually make mistakes with them.
It
You
comes
are-
with practice.
busy.
Whenever you learn a new word, you have to go to the dictionary.
حط لي موبايل في الشاحن يا حبيبتي.
Mute yourself, please. Keep yourself on mute if you're not using your mic. Okay, so a very good way to improve your sense of word stress is by guessing the word. When you learn a new word in your daily listening activities, of course, you have to have a daily listening activity. Of course, this is a must. So you learn a new word, you try to guess where is the stress. You try to pronounce it, try to shadow it, and then check in the dictionary. This guessing, time after time after time, you're gonna get the sense of it. And you find yourself, you're guessing it correctly time after time. So clutter or clutter, where is the stress?
In the middle?
Actually, it's 2 syllables. Is it the first or second?
Second.
Of course not, because we said clutter. So it's a schwa. And even if we say clutter, okay. So schwa doesn't carry the stress. So we do not say clutter. We do not say clutter. Okay.
I think to find the stress is so challenging for me and so difficult, and I can't find a rule.
Actually,
to
the rule
depend
was
on.
with you. We can have a class about the
Oh,
common rules of the common, but it's not a must. You will find most
yeah,
of them are broken. So
it's
as I
gonna be
told you,
great. Yeah.
the guessing game is very good. The guessing game.
Yeah.
That's why we do this exercise every and each class. Okay. If you want to take a screenshot, because you will need this vocabulary again in the reading. So you can, I think it's better to take a screenshot. Sorry. Okay, guys, you remember that you now came up with some ideas? The pros and cons. We're gonna now read a text, a very long text, by the way, a text about the life in mega cities, or the rise of life in mega cities. I want you to read it quickly and try to find any of these pros and cons. Find if any of the pros and cons exist in the text. طيب, before we read the text, let me explain something. This is a very advanced text. This is a very advanced text. It's very authentic. It's not graded at all. So you will find a lot of new vocabulary. So what's your main target? Your main target is to get the main idea of each paragraph. So you will not stop at difficult words unless they hinder your understanding. They stop your understanding. You will go and try to find it in the dictionary if you need. But if you stop at each and every word, you will not finish the task, or not even 2 paragraphs of it. So just to make this clear, I just want you to skim the text, but because it's long, it will take some time with skimming. So I'm going to give you between 10 to 15 minutes to skim it. It's not only 1 page, it's 2 pages, okay? Because I know some of you are going to read the first 3 paragraphs and wait. No, I want you to read 10 paragraphs. Okay, you have the file on WhatsApp. If you didn't download it, download, and you can start. You have about 10 to 15 minutes. Again, if you find difficult words, skip. Get the main idea. Find the pros and cons. Find the pros and cons. Enjoy.
سيف نزل يا ادهم؟ طب خد الورق؟ طب في ورق على الترابيزه؟
Have you finished or you need more time?
More time, please.
Okay. You still have 3 minutes, by the way. Okay, so let's check the pros and cons. Which of these pros and cons did you find, guys? We can raise hands if you would like. Come on.
I think for the pros, we have services, and we have also job opportunities, and we do have local facilities.
Hey,
About cons, I think traffic jam at the very beginning of the text.
very good. Thank you, Ms. Asma. Ms. Noha would like to complete.
Yeah, let me start with the notes I took. I think for the pros, as Ms. Asma said, the facilities and the local services and the job opportunities. But for the cons, traffic jam, overpopulation, violence, and just it. And finally, in the last paragraph, I found the one plus the culture diversity.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
You so
Hello,
Yes, Ms.
how can you
Ada.
hear me? Yes, where have I been? I have been reading. What have
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
reading, looking for which pros and cons did
Yeah.
the writer agree on with
Okay.
us. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, did he speak about pollution, for example, any kind of pollution?
I'm not sure about pollution.
Yes, water pollution, I think.
Water pollution.
Yes, water pollution.
Very
Yes.
good.
Sanitation and the
And
waste products.
expensive
Rana?
lifestyle.
Miss Rana?
Yes, yes, the
What did you say?
sanitation and waste products. They were talking about the waste products. There was a problem in getting rid of them, I think.
The sewage system, yes, exactly. Miss Noha?
I think he talk about the expensive lifestyle.
In some places, yes. He talked about poverty versus luxurious places. So yes,
Yeah.
amazing. So you had beautiful ideas, and these ideas actually you found them in the reading part. So now let's head to the reading for details. You have here about 6 questions. You need to read the article again and find the correct answer in the MCQ. A very good technique to handle such exercise, because it's very frequent in exams, especially if you have a very long text like this one, is that you read after you did quick reading. Of course, in the test, you don't have 15 minutes like these very good time I gave you. No, but we were trying to do some intensive reading here also. You are going to skim the text quickly, means you're going to read to get the main ideas. And then you will go to the question, direct yourself to the questions, read the stem. The stem means the question itself without the options. Like, what impressions of the new development does the first paragraph give? This is the stem. You read the stem, try to highlight the most interesting or important words. We call these the keywords. For example, in question number 1, what are the keywords?
Impression, new development.
Impression, new development, and which paragraph?
First.
Because the new development was mentioned in different paragraphs, okay? And different impressions were given in different paragraphs. So paragraph 1, the first paragraph, that's very important. Without reading the options, without reading the options, you go and read the first paragraph and try to understand it. So quickly go and read it again. Don't read the options. Read first paragraph again quickly. Now go to the options, read them, and try to find which one agrees with the idea, not the vocabulary, not the words, the idea you read about. Write your answer in the chat box. Is it A, B, C, or D? Everyone type your answer, A, B, C, or D. Okay. So the majority of you answered D. Why? Ms. Rana, why do you think D is the correct answer? Give me evidence from the text that D is the correct answer.
I think because they said that they barely glance, barely, the word barely here, at what looks like just another huge construction.
So this means it's inconvenient for them? Not sure. Ms. Rana, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I think because he said that like Mrs. Asma, she said barely, yeah, but the text or the context here, it looks like just another huge construction project, change every month. It happens frequently, so they barely مثلا stand it or
Okay.
just
So the atmosphere, the feeling you got from the text is that it's inconvenient. Cranes, trucks, mud. But is it
Yep.
inconvenient for you or for the commuters?
Maybe both. I don't know.
It's inconvenient for you, but he didn't say that it's inconvenient for the commuter.
Yeah, I would rethink of that. Yeah.
And that's what happens in such questions. You put your previous knowledge and your understanding of the world to your understanding of the text. And you choose according to your impression, not the impression in the text. The word that you chose, very good. Both of you, Miss Asma and Miss Rana, said barely glance. This means that they are not interested in it. Like Miss Noha and Miss Ghada and Mr. Ali, very good guys. They barely glance at what looks like just another huge construction in the landscape of their city, in the cityscape. That it changes every month. خلاص, it became familiar. They didn't say that it's inconvenient for them. They just skirt. Skirt means cross, pass the perimeter fence and their everyday walk to the metro. They don't even notice it. They are not interested in it. طيب, why did I tell you to understand the text before you go and match or choose? Because if you understand the text, especially the text when it comes to the impression of people or the impression given, you will understand that they were not interested in it. But if you just look for word for word, مثلا mud, cranes, clutter, ده هيخلينا نروح inconvenience, okay? But this is not the impression or the feeling given in the first paragraph. So make sure, because these questions are tricky, and make sure do not involve yourself in your choice. You have to get it by evidence from the text. The evidence is barely glance. This means that they are not interested. Okay, do the same for questions 2 to 5. But for question number 6 is telling you that there are gaps. A, B, C, D. 4 gaps in the text. You need to decide where the following sentence fits best in the passage. And there is a sentence. So to do this, you need to read the surrounding sentences in each gap. For example, gap A here, you need to read the previous sentence and see if this sentence, however, is still insufficient to cope with the speed of urbanization, if it fits here or not. And then try it with gap B. And try it with gap C, and try it with gap D in paragraph 8, until you find the best place. the best place where this sentence in the question should go. Okay, enjoy. Remember the technique before you do. Remember the technique again. Let's sum it up. The technique. Stop reading, stop answering. The technique again. Read the question. Highlight the keywords. Don't read the options. Go to the text. Find the place in the text where you can find the idea. Read it, understand the idea, and then come and choose according to what you find in the text, not with your first knowledge. Try to apply the technique, please. I guess you find, or you need more time? You finished, right?
Yeah.
طيب, check
Yes.
your answers in breakout rooms.
Okay. Okay.
If you disagree, you need to go back to the text and give evidence.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you. Okay, let's start with number 2. What differentiates the new city, the new Century Global Center from other projects? I think the answer is A, the type
Yeah,
of leisure facilities.
I did it
Yeah,
A. Yeah.
I think because we talked about the new facilities that is going to be in the new project,
Yes.
like the 5 stars hotels, ice rink, luxury cinema, and so on.
Yeah, and here
Okay.
he said, I think he said leisure complex, maybe because of the word complex. So you have variety of leisure places like vast
Oh,
shopping malls, IMAX cinema or swimming pool,
okay.
fake beach like this.
So
I,
totally agree. Okay.
yeah, I hope it will be the right answer.
Okay. For number 3, according to the article, what is the main challenge for rapid urbanization? I think it's C.
I go for C. We do the same. We did the same, by the way.
It creates.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your the clue?
Discuss with you
What
this
makes
one,
you say
guys.
that? What?
Number three. Let me discuss it with you.
Okay.
You chose 3, the congestion it creates on the roads, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
How many paragraphs tackled this issue?
How many?
I think we have the first one.
Forget about the first one, it's introductory.
Yes.
Okay. Let me count.
It's only number 7, right?
Uh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So do you think this is the main challenge? All the things mentioned in the text is only represented in one paragraph?
No.
Maybe not.
So the
Maybe
word
not.
main is a keyword. The word
Yeah, we
main
have
is a
main
keyword.
challenge.
Yeah.
Think about it again.
Okay.
Is this more? Is this? I'm sorry, but the phototyping with my paper is a mess. يعني is more evident than in India. تمام. So here were years of underinvestment. He says here that the government, because of the immigrants and because of the challenges of urbanizations, they can't find the investment or develop the city because of the over or rapid population. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think maybe you're right. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
We shall
or
find
maybe
out
I'm
soon.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. What for number 4?
So I think it's A
Yeah.
because
Yes.
he said that he would يعني prefer just the same but simply involve sitting on a stool guarding shop
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this
I
is
Security
think,
guard.
okay. I answered number 4, D, because after that he explained that in paragraph number 5, okay, he shares a room. For shelter, he shares a room in an illegal slum treatment tenement, living in a squalid. So I think this explain why he would like more. He didn't talk about physical. you know.
He didn't talk about the physical in clear way, you know. Yani here he did it, yeah, he mentioned the room and it's not spacious and all of this stuff. But here I think we are repeating my previous mistake, you know, that you are putting your yani own knowledge of the word into this
Yes, your
part.
impression. Yes, yes. You're
Yes, your
implanting your
impression. But the one
okay.
which was stated clearly that here, you know, here
You want, yes, he wants a less physically
the
demanding.
line 57, Mr. Ali, his dream is to get a job as a security guard, which pays around the same, but simply involves sitting on a stool guarding a shop at night. You
That's
know,
my girl.
this one, this, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, so here, yeah, he doesn't want anything related to exerting more effort in his current job. He wants just to sit down, yeah, just
Yeah.
to be more relaxed, just guarding, you know.
Yes.
You know, we have to move to
Okay.
the next one. Number
I got
5.
you. I got you. But I thought about
Right.
sitting on just housing. You know, I thought about that.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
but
you're
it's
right.
totally.
But he stated, Mr. Ali, that he wants to that Parksha Kumar would like to find work. So would like to something. I think he really related to work. What about number 5? I chose B. What about you, Rana?
I choose A.
Oh my God.
Mine
Like,
was B.
B again, Mr. Ali.
Not cities. I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. Okay, I saw it something else. It's completely
Okay,
wrong.
so where would you go?
Number B, improve
Yeah.
service in rural
Yes,
areas. I
rural
think
areas.
that's the right
And
answer.
yes, this is the right answer, and a great solution to the problem actually that in China they had to develop the rural areas to come up with or to go along with the urban areas, so they would stop migration from rural to urban areas, and this was a great one.
Countryside,
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
I thought it's rural area, not cities.
Yeah, let's back get to the difficult one. Okay, what would you put in number 1? Number A, gap A.
Actually, I didn't catch this question.
Okay, I think we have three phrases here, or are they 4?
4, not 4.
4. So if I go with A,
in here
okay.
in 80,
Yes,
80.
yeah, I'm sure of number B.
Just a
B is
second, guys, because I need to highlight this for Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali, you have 4 gaps in the text, 4 incomplete places. Can you see them? A, B, C, D?
Yes, it's just about time. I know the question and I know how to deal with it, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
You ran out of time. Okay, so I'm sure for number B, it's however. What do you think, Rana? Go for number B, Mr. Ali, and try to go up with us, to go along with us.
Well,
Right.
I put it down in space D.
However, in space D,
because here, yani, the sentence start with this, however, it's still insufficient, and space D was talking about, yani, for every pound Indian authorities invest in urban infrastructure, their Chinese counterparts spend 7. So maybe this and the insufficient was related or was highlighting the amount of pounds here. Maybe. يعني I'm not sure.
number D or number B, معلش I got
Letter D.
D. Okay, I see the opposite. طيب بصي, look with me. In number B, he talks about optimists, تمام, and how they see the new network of powerful, and then see the opposite. So there are two contrasting contradiction ideas here. So I use however for this. I don't know if I am wrong because it's a little bit difficult for me. Okay. Maybe we were both wrong. We couldn't.
See? لا, it's fine والله. لا, يعني I'm totally.
It can go. This is the one I'm very sure about. I think if number D would be this, because it's like a result here. Okay, this Shandogo has become a test case for how China resolved these. You make a conclusion here. So he put the word this and then he continue. So I think this is more appropriate. For number C, I think I would use, I didn't use anything for number C.
Okay, I agree. It could be an B, right? And C, I think.
Is this okay? And for number A, and for number A, I wanted to use is still insufficient to cope with the speed of urbanizations, and I don't know. Actually, I didn't get A and D actually.
We actually need to put the sentence in one place بس يا مس غادة. Either
So
I think it
A or
could
B
be.
or C or D.
okay,
I think it could be
This
B.
sentence fits in only one place.
okay. So I didn't get A and D. I couldn't complete them.
They don't need completion.
Yeah, I know that they don't need completion,
Only
but
one paragraph needs completion.
yeah, I couldn't actually use A or D. I couldn't do them. I
Because
couldn't.
they do not fit.
Really? Yes,
A
they do.
doesn't fit, yes. But we're gonna see about the rest. Okay.
So is it still insufficient to cope with the speed of urbanization? It's a phrase. This is a phrase, a whole phrase.
No, it's
This
a
is
sentence. It's a sentence. This is still insufficient to cope with the speed of the urbanization. Where should it go? Which paragraph should it go? Did you get it?
I
So
think
this
B
is a
or
complete
C.
sentence. This, however, this is a
Ah,
complete sentence.
it's a complete
Oh, I missed this.
sentence.
I thought that we have to go with this, however, and complete them with each. Okay,
You
okay, I
thought
missed the
that
point here.
these
Oh,
are
okay,
like
I missed the
this
point
alone,
here.
however,
Okay.
alone none.
I think C.
Yeah, a
I think
following
C.
sentence. Okay.
I think C. C or B. So highly
Or D.
C.
Or
No,
D.
I didn't say.
Or D.
No, I think
Why
it's
not?
C.
Let's see. Let's take it by one. Okay, welcome everybody. That was great effort. I love the discussion. You can't imagine how beautiful it was and how informative it was. Some of you already got the idea, while others still struggling, and it's okay, because the technique of applying the techniques of reading on this level will take some time. So even if you didn't get the answer right, or even if you're still convinced that your answer is right, because I know that this happens a lot, like I am right, it's okay, don't it's not you, it's how stupid these questions are, because they are stupid. I agree. Okay, so in question number 2, what do you think, Miss Nuha?
Okay, I think number 2 is A, the type of leisure facilities it can provide.
Okay, most of you agree with Miss Nuha. Anyone disagrees?
Totally agree.
Totally agree. Huh? طيب, what's special about these leisure facilities? Cinema, swimming pool, 5-star hotel?
Yeah. Fake beach. There is a fake
Yeah.
beach, like 10 football beaches.
They are unique, yeah. You can find
that's what-
the type of leisure facilities it can provide.
So the focus is on these things or the numbers? That these places can
Numbers, of course.
Huh?
I think these things they are unique, like ice rink,
That's why.
a luxury IMAX cinema, not just a cinema, IMAX cinema.
Okay, you can have a lot of IMAX cinemas in different places around the world, and even the
Really?
coastline fake beach. Yes, of course.
We don't have
So
here.
not the type?
Yes, you don't have it here because we are
Actually,
so poor.
Actually,
And we shouldn't put our impression. Okay.
And we should exactly. We shouldn't put
Yeah.
our
They amaze
impression.
me, yeah, wallahi.
That's your general knowledge. That's your general knowledge.
It's so tricky.
You were impressed with the different types of facilities and leisure facilities. But what do these developers boast about? It's a standalone building. Okay? So it means it's a huge one. It has like great capacity. Many people
Yeah.
can be there. Why?
Oh my God.
Because we have 20,000 capacity indoor swimming pool. We have 1,000 room in a hotel. 1,000 rooms in a hotel. Can you see? So, and the size of 10 football pitches. Okay.
So it would be B?
All this
Yes, I think.
focus.
And that's the question that I was so sure of the answer.
Yeah.
I
So do
I
I.
think
Yes,
Ms.
Mr.
Radwa,
Mr. Ali.
I think it's actually talking about population overall, how to solve the problem.
Very good.
So it could be the number of the people, I think.
Yeah, this focus on
Yes,
numbers
maybe.
and the capacity.
However, I choose A also.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is
Welcome to the
so
group.
shocking.
Welcome
That's
to
so
the group.
We
tricky.
all
Let
choose.
me
We
know how-
agreed on A. We agreed on A. We
Yeah.
all
Let
agreed
me
on
ask
A.
about Miss
Right,
Asma
I
and Miss
totally
Rana
agree.
in the other group. What did you choose for number 2, Miss Asma and Miss Rana?
No, I was with Mr. Ghada and Mr. Ali, and we said that it's A. Now we are debating the time and the number, and you are totally
I'm right. Good. Miss
convincing.
Asma, do you
Yeah,
agree with us?
yeah, honey, yeah.
Yeah.
It's B, yeah, yeah. It's
I just
most
want
true.
to Miss Asma, do you agree it's B? If she's not on her desk, I guess. Welcome back with Shahid. We're doing the MCQ questions. I wanted you to be with us, yeah, with Shahid in this question. Okay. طيب, let's focus on number 3. I think things are getting easier here. طيب, Miss Rana, what do you think of number 3?
Number 3, we said it's C. The congestion it creates on roads, I think. Was this our answer, guys? I forgot after
Is
this.
this the
We
main
argued.
challenge?
We argued and we choose D. But you choose C. But it's okay. يعني.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
Everything here is doubtful. No, there is no
No,
truth here.
it's not
So
doubtful, guys. It's the idea that you go for the easiest option and the clearest one. And these questions do not focus on this because these are advanced. These are like the IELTS level. Okay?
okay.
So you don't go for the easy and the clearest. For example, C was very clear in paragraph number 7. The congestion it creates on the roads. But is this the main challenge?
No, not for the whole article.
No.
For
Not
the
the
whole
main.
article, yes, it's D, the inadequate government funding for basic services. In paragraphs, they talked about infrastructure. In paragraph 2, they talked about the sewage and water shortage because the country doesn't have enough funding for these. In a different paragraph, they called about the congestion and how even the tram and the network and the other things provided by the government cannot solve the problem. So the main is a keyword. ركزوا بقى على ال keywords. The main challenge, not one of the challenges.
Yes.
Okay. طيب, number 4, Miss Ghada.
Okay, I think number 4A. We disagree on this with Mr. Ali, but we have an evidence, Ms. Rana and I, that A is find work that is less physically demanding, as he said that he wants to get as a job as a security guard, which he pays around the same, but simply involving sitting in a stool guarding a shop at night.
Yes, sitting in a stool. You know the stool where just it is this kind of chairs that it doesn't have a back?
Yeah.
Like the one that you find in
the
bars and clubs and so on.
Yeah.
And this is just as his own to sit. So what is this? Sit down. It's less physically demanding. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 5.
Sorry.
Yes, Mr. Ali.
Yeah, I just thought that sitting down, I get it like settle down. So that's my problem. I really agree with you.
Need to read carefully.
Right.
Then Mr. Ali, number 5.
Oops. Okay, never mind. B.
Again,
B.
B. You
Number
are
5B, improve service in rural areas.
bravo. I think this one was nice, was easy.
Yeah.
طيب
Yes.
number 6.
Me?
Anyone who didn't answer? Miss Asma, are you on your desk? Where are you? Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what's number 6? What did
To
you
be
agree with Sana on?
number 6, to be honest, I didn't answer this one.
You didn't even try with Miss Rana to handle it together?
Yeah, we started, but the meeting has ended before answering it.
Okay. You need more time. طيب, in the other group, what did you agree on, guys? Miss Noha?
Actually, I didn't have enough time, but after that, I looked at the question and I get it, and I think the answer is B.
Is what?
B, B.
B. Do you agree with Miss نهى؟ طيب تعالوا نشوف الكي ووردز الموجودة في الستيتمنت دي يا جماعة. What are the key words in this statement?
insufficient
however قبل أي
and
حاجة.
however قبل أي حاجة طبعا insufficient
ليه بقى قبل أي حاجة؟ لأن دي linking word and you need to insert this. You need to insert this sentence in the middle of a paragraph. So focus on the linking. This means that what comes before it should contradict it. تعالوا نشوف B. أصلا B is the beginning of a new idea, which is about pessimist point of view. صح؟ Pessimist sees the
I said
opposite.
B or C.
It doesn't work for
Finally,
B.
it's C. It seems like that.
لأن الفocus هنا is about what? Is about the future where huge numbers of people fight over scarce resources in sprawling, divided, and anarchic non-communities. This doesn't show فين? This doesn't show the insufficient something insufficient keyword. يعني المفروض إن كان في something and we are evaluating if it's enough or not enough. This is how you think, guys. Yes, how you think in these questions. However, there is a previous thing and this will contradict with it. Insufficient, so I will have to evaluate what comes, is it enough or not? To cope with the speed of urbanization. So طبعا B we said no because مفيش اصلا حاجه ان evaluate هنا. ده كان بدايه السيجمنت.
new idea.
The new idea. خلاص. طيب we're thinking about C and D. Which of them we're talking about the speed of urbanization and evaluating some efforts, are they sufficient or not? هل هي C or D?
I think C. I think. I'm
C.
not sure, but C.
C was all about numbers of people moving here and there, right?
Z, I think Z.
After that, he said it's paragraph number 7. He mentioned it's far from sure that India's government can cope. It means contrast, I think.
And yes, he was comparing between the new Chinese cities, okay? They less severe than those in South Asia. For every pound Indian authorities invest in urban infrastructure, their Chinese counterparts spend 70. But هنا في comparison, في effort. دول spend 1 pound ودول spend 7 pounds. But however, it's not sufficient.
Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah.
It's not sufficient for the fast or the speed of urbanization. Okay. وكمل شوف لازم نشوف what's before and what's after. خلي بالكم ده سؤال بيجي في الايلتس احيانا اللي هو completion دي اللي هي where does this part go in the paragraph. matching. الماتشنج يا جماعه اسئله الايلتس المتعبه. Okay, Chengdu, I think, has become a test case for how Chinese resolve these varied challenges. خلاص؟ Okay. And هي was more successful in meeting the challenges. Woof.
Wow.
Okay. So for homework طبعا كان في speaking exercise بس we're gonna focus on it next time. طبعا النهارده كان في a lot of discussion. I want you to prepare for the next time. Let me show it to you because we're gonna complete this topic next time. طبعا في this exercise you're gonna do it as homework, vocabulary. وطبعا I will send you other exercise. Here, this is your speaking challenge. The mayor of your city has entered it into a competition for the country's best place to live. What changes do you think need to be made in order to win? Think of 6 things you would change or introduce to your town or city. And the next part is that you're gonna plan some changes. Why do you think these changes will solve the problem? That's okay. You have to justify your answer in an organized way. What are these changes and justify your answer? Okay, we're gonna choose the most creative ideas next time at the beginning of the class, inshallah. So you need to come with something out of the box.
Story Arab. Okay.
Okay, any questions, guys?
Oh, thank you, Miss.
Thank you,
Oh.
dear.
Thank you.
Okay. It has been an interesting class for me. I hope it was interesting for you too. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Ms. Radwa. It was
See you.
an interesting session. Thank you.
You're most welcome, Sasma. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See you.